Murtala Muhammad was killed in
February 13, 1976. Yes.
By Bukasuka Dinka.
That's right.
Obasanjo took over.
Yes. Reluctantly he claimed, yes.
Reluctantly?
He claimed, yes.
He claimed. Why did you say he claimed?
Because that's what I'm saying. Because he claimed that he was reluctant. And that's why I wrote Not My Will.
Not My Will, yes. In this book, he talked about Murtala Muhammad's laxity about his security. That he had raised the question before Murtala was killed.
Yes.
And you just mentioned that again.
I wrote it in sketch, not just mention it. I wrote it. And that was a few days before he was killed. I wrote it, the article came out on Tuesday, and he was killed on Friday.
And when you write these articles, what gives you the instinct?
It's part of the gift I brought to the world.
This Obasanjo's book, Not My Will. Do you read Obasanjo?
I don't read him.
You don't read Obasanjo?
At all.
And he has written many books.
I know.
He wrote about your hero.
Yeah, I didn't
Nzogu.
read it. I didn't read it.
You didn't read it?
No.
Why? Why don't you read Obasanjo?
Because anything Obasanjo writes is more about self, about glorification, self-glorification and all that.
Is anything wrong about self-glorification?
Self-glorification may be wrong if it's just self-advertising and turning facts upside down.
But I've read Not My Will.
Yeah.
He gave some inciting and interesting stories about the politics of that time.
I know. That was why Babatakwe challenged him. And some people took him to court about this, Not My Will.
They took him to court
Yeah.
about what he wrote about Awolowo?
About the book itself. But like I said, I didn't read it, and I will not read it.
But that is the power of a writer.
Oh, he has a right to write what he likes.
The way Tola Adeniyi writes what he likes.
I have a right, of course. I'm not quarreling with you for writing. I'm saying that sometimes I don't want to dignify somebody's work that I believe may not necessarily be genuine. I've not against Obasanjo as a person.
So if I give you Nzogu to read, will you read it?
I will read it, of course.
You will read it?
Yeah.
Chief Tola Adeniyi, I will give you the Nzogu to read.
Thank you very much. I will read it.
Aha.
Even if you give me not My Will, I will read it. I never read it, but I will read it.
Oh. Chief Tola Adeniyi is going to read Nzogu and Not My Will.
Yes.
At least I've succeeded in making Chief Tola Adeniyi read Obasanjo's books. So are you going to read them too? Chief Tola Adeniyi wants to read them.
Yes.
So I advise you read them too. So Chief Tola Adeniyi, you are going to go away with these two books.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay? At least read them. Because when I visit you again, I'll say, Baba, have you read them?
I will.
You know, Obasanjo is this character. That character that gave Nigeria democracy in 1979.
Yes.
The democracy that Gowon was running away from.
He didn't give Nigeria democracy in 79.
What did he give us?
He probably ran away to save his head. I mean, Murtala Muhammad had already fixed the date. And he wasn't in power, he was just in office. It was Danjuma and Yaradua who were running the country.
How?
Just so.
How?
That is what it was.
How can the head of state not be in power?
I'm sure you know there are many husbands who are just husbands in name, and they are not husbands in either in their bed or in their house or in their kitchen.
He was the commander-in-chief.
Oh, yes, I mean anybody could be commander-in-chief.
He was the number 2 man when Murtala Muhammad was killed.
When Murtala Muhammad was killed, or before he was killed, he was number 2, and he was powerful. Because Murtala Muhammad gave him power to exercise some authority. But Murtala was also in charge. When Murtala died, it was Danjuma who made him head of state, who made Obasanjo head of state.
I learned that the military boys wanted Danjuma, not Obasanjo.
Oh yes, Obasanjo was number 3 in their list of preference.
In fact, Babangida mentioned it here.
He was number 3 in their list of preferences.
Number 3.
Yeah.
Babangida mentioned it here that they wanted Danjuma.
Yeah.
Not Obasanjo.
Yeah.
But Obasanjo got it.
Because Danjuma wanted him to be.
There must be something about him.
No. Who?
Obasanjo.
No, he's a very lucky man. You can't take that away from him. He's the luckiest man alive.
IBB's book, have you read this? Chief Tola Adeniyi will ask you about this later.
Okay.
He said Obasanjo is a lucky man.
He's a lucky man and is somebody no one can fight.
How?
He's a mysterious human being.
Mysterious.
In 1988, I went to Ota. We were very close. I was sleeping in his house. And he told me that the office he left, nobody will be there until 20 years. When he told me, I came back to Ibadan. I told Onabanjo, the man was running a petrol station near by Kingsway. I told Dr. Adeniyi, I told about 2 other friends of mine at that time. Now this is what Obasanjo said.
That the office he left.
Yes.
In Dodan Barrack.
Yes.
That nobody will be there.
Until 20 years. That for 20 years, no civilian would take it. And that he was going to be there. And exactly 20 years, he became the head of state in 1999.
How?
That is who he is. I've written about it. I wrote it in Tribune. I wrote it in several papers after he became head of state.
Is that what you describe as mysterious?
Yes. Obasanjo. You see, the thing about Obasanjo, I wrote the Trinity of Obasanjo in one of my articles. Obasanjo is 3 persons in one. The ordinary Obasanjo, you will love him. Self-effacing, he will play with my driver, with my children on the horses in his farm, he will throw banters at you. It was very, very, you play ayo with him. Obasanjo was ordinary. That is the Obasanjo, the human being. Then Obasanjo in power is a different person. Then Obasanjo as just a military man. In 1974, he may deny it. Obilo was there, Oguson was there, David Atta was there, Yebola was there. We went to his place in 74. He had the habit of hosting pressmen or executives of newspapers. He told us in 74, I also wrote that in my Tribune essays, that if he ever took power, only God could remove him. It was just a commissioner for works at that time, 1974.
Under Gowon.
Under Gowon. And I've said this several times. I've written it in many articles that he said so.
I eventually got power.
Yes. The thing about Obasanjo, the Obasanjo human being, you will love him. Very humble, very sometimes self-denigrating. He didn't think much about himself as a human being. Here, my driver, acclaimed, he'll be running around this Ota farm, He was such a simple person, still a simple. You could still see him now clowning. You would think he could contest with Baba Salah and win. That's the real Obasanjo.
The Obasanjo in power.
Oh, God of mercy. He's a different person.
So who is he in power?
What he has shown to do, what he has shown to Nigerians. Killing people in Odi, massacring, the whole village and all that. Telling them, I'm in charge, I'm here. Calling Chuba Kadigbo to come and take pounded yam, and then immediately after eating in his house, removing him as Senate leader. Or putting a gun at the head of the former chairman of PDP,
Ogbe.
And then take this is your letter of sack.
Should we believe Ogbe?
Of course, yes.
Should we believe Ogbe?
Of course.
That's Ogbe's story. The president didn't need to tell him to do that.
He didn't deny it. You know how many chairmen he removed of the party?
He can easily remove them with a pen. He doesn't need.
No. You wanted to appear democratic. You know, before you appoint, you ask you to sign a dated letter that so that when they want to sack you, just your signature is already there. Just throw the letter at you. That was Obasanjo. Because that's the fox in Obasanjo.
Is that not a power game in an undeveloped state where you have vultures in charge? Remember your book? In the belly of vultures.
Yes. All the vultures are the people. But when I was launching the book, some people said, I think my brother-in-law said, Tola, you are celebrating the vultures who are here. You call them vultures, and there are people who are coming to pay to read, to buy your book, to launch your book.
So vultures were at the launching of your book?
I did not Nigerian. Most of the political elite were there.
So you invited vultures?
No, I didn't invite vultures. I invited political elite.
But you said political elites are the vultures.
Of course they are.
So you invited vultures
to
launch your book?
I invited political elite.
Not vultures. All political elites are not vultures.
No.
Some political elites are vultures.
That's right.
Obasanjo, you said he's above 90, but he just celebrated his 88th birthday.
But Soyinka said it to the world that when they were young, they were calling him Egbon. And Soyinka was born in 1934.
Okay.
Soyinka said, look, man, we call you brother Egbon when we were young. How come I'm now older than you? And last week, when former Governor Amusu was talking, I think at his birthday party, he said, Papa, we all know you are 92, you are not 88. And the man just laughed.